Hello Whalers fans, and welcome to the 2020-2021 Winter Sports Wrap-Up. I'm Chris Morris for NCTV, and we are proud to celebrate a Nantucket sports season unlike any other. The fact that we were playing sports at all is a victory in and of itself, but history was made on the ice, in the pools, and on the hardwood for the Whalers. So let's get to it. And we begin in the pool as Coach Jim Pignato, looking to repeat as Cape and Islands champs and coming off a 2019 season that brought home a state runner-up team. The team also had to step up and replace an All-American finalist in Taylor Rothke, and step up they did, as both boys and girls teams won league titles behind league MVPs Grant Beebe and Emma Davis. The boys also earning all-star nods for Kevin Johnson, Jake Johnson, Justin Rothke, and Jaqueen Peters. The girls team earned all-league honors for Sophie Girardi, Emily DeSalt, Macy Crowell, Hannah Gerard, Sarah Hanlon, Sam Wesenthaler, and Eliza Brown. That's quite a list of Whaler swimmers. Congratulations on another banner year for Coach Pignato and the Whaler swimmers. We'll return to our winter sports wrap-up with highlights from the Hoopsters. Welcome back to the NCTV Winter Sports Wrap-Up. And we jump over to the hardwood, where it was a roller coaster year for Coach Willis Ferreira in his 28th year coaching for Nantucket. They finished the season at 7-8, but had numerous moments of great play, with none bigger than their win over state-ranked Sandwich. The Whalers were off to the races right out of the gate as senior Malik Bodden leaked out here to give the Whalers a 9-2 early lead. That lead stretches to 12 as Kennard Liburd takes the pass for an easy layup. And at the end of one, the Whalers had a 12-point advantage as Liburd once again beats the buzzer.
Drive goes into the lane, shot is up and in. Five seconds, 4, 3, shot underneath, Liburd gets it up and in!
The second quarter saw much of the same as the Whalers continued to keep the pressure on and scored at will in the paint. Justin Blois here with a nifty move. J.D. Henneke gathers the pass and hits the three late in the second, giving the Whalers their largest lead of the game at 32-15.
Just the fourth team foul, so they will just inbound it once again. Blois gets it from Bodden. He looks to drive, dishes out. Henneke for three, good! J.D. Henneke for three.
In the second half, the Knights tried to cut into the lead, but heading to the fourth, it was still all Nantucket, 46-30 the score. And in the fourth, Sandwich showed why it was previously undefeated with an 11-5 run, making it a 10-point game with 1:11 to go. We pick up the action.
Breaks the press. Makai Bodden, left-handed layup is up and in. 60-48 under a minute to play. Shot is blocked underneath.
The Whalers sealed it with continued effort on the defensive end and key free throws. The final, 65-55. The Whalers end the Knights' win streak at 8 games and earn a signature win for Coach Ferreira and the team.
Cronin puts it up, no good. And that will do it, folks. A statement win for Nantucket, to say the least. 65-55, your final score here from John J. O'Neill Gymnasium.
The boys' final game of the regular season was senior recognition night, and 5 seniors started the game, with Malik Bodden, Will Harris, Roy Ryder, Dylan Miller, and Kennard Liburd, who left it all on the court once again, and it came down to the wire against Falmouth. The Whalers had battled back from a 15-point deficit, but it was one final shot to tie it. And as he has throughout his 4-year career at Nantucket, Malik Bodden was called upon to take that big shot. Unfortunately, the last-second effort was just off the rim and the Clippers hung on for a 48-45 win. But it was that never-give-up attitude that carried this Whaler team throughout the season. The same vein of thought was preached by Lady Whaler basketball coach Rafael Lozano. In just his second year at the helm of the Lady Whalers, he had a young squad of hoopsters with just 2 seniors. And despite a tough schedule, playing the better part of the season off-island, his team improved every game. The highlight game was a big victory at home against the Seahawks of Cape Cod Academy. A close game through the first half, we pick up the action with just 1:42 left in the third, Whalers with just a 2-point lead. Casey Risenborough with the layup, and the Whalers see the lead swell to 10 heading into the fourth quarter behind some excellent shooting from junior McLean Willette, who buries 2 threes to give the Lady Whalers their largest lead of the game. In the fourth, the Seahawks keep it close and got to within 4 points at 53-49 with just under a minute left, until senior Sydney King hits a short jumper and the Lady Whalers close it out with a final of 55-50 to post their first win of the year. Congrats to the Lady Whalers hoopsters, especially the seniors Kamoy Barnett and Sydney King. Good luck on your future endeavors. And looking ahead, we have 11 returning players from this year's team, and we look forward to next year and even greater success. And we'll be back with more from the 2020-2021 Winter Sports Wrap on NCTV. Next up, we get on the ice where the girls' varsity program is still in its infancy. Coach Elizabeth Collins has brought a winning attitude to a team that has only had organized play for 2 seasons. She comes from a hockey family, winning state titles as a player at Duxbury High, and her coaching style has changed the culture for Nantucket hockey. After a winless inaugural season, the Lady Whalers rebounded and began the year with 2 ties, and after battling against much bigger schools all season, they finished with a 1-8-4 record. But that lone victory came as the program's first win in school history. And it couldn't have come against a better foe, longtime rival Martha's Vineyard. But it wasn't easy. The Lady Whalers found themselves down 3-1 in the second period, but were on the comeback trail, behind goals from Emerson Pekarchik and League All-Star and Lady Whaler leading scorer Evelyn Fye, who netted her first goal of the game to tie it up at 3, but she was not done. On the power play, Fye streaks a backhander by the Vineyard netminder to give the Lady Whalers a short-lived lead with just over 6 minutes to play. The Vineyard tied it up at 4, but the victory was not to be denied, as Fye sealed the win with a breakaway goal with just 24 seconds to play. Whalers win 5-4 as Fye leads the way with a hat trick. Let the Sellies begin. The Lady Whalers also earned a tie in the rematch with the Vineyard on home ice, finishing the season with style. 3 seniors graduating from the team left their mark on Nantucket hockey as winners. Goalie co-captain Shay Harnishfigger, Grace Hood, and co-captain Ruby DuPont. Congratulations goes out to a historic team. And we look forward to more of that winning culture next year. And finally, we take a look back at the boys varsity hockey team, touted as one of the Lighthouse League's best, and they came out and proved it as they began the season earning a point in 8 straight games, going 7-0-1 in that stretch. Senior night saw Monomoy paying a visit to the newly anointed ice rink, the Poseidon. With 9 seniors, third-year coach Scott Corbett was blessed with depth. But as he noted, it's the passion and effort his kids skated with that made all the difference. But the Monarchs were scrappy, and into the second period we skated with no score, as junior Camden Knapp gets the Whalers on the board with what I like to describe as stick-to-itiveness.
Some physical play, and once again, deep in, behind the net, shot, in front, and a score! There you go, put it on net, and good.
Monomoy tied it at 1 with 6:55 left in the second, and in the third, the Whalers took the lead for good as Cosmo Tedeschi scores sitting on the doorstep. The final goal was a shorty by league MVP senior Marsh Hickman, as he got a great pass from Evan Bellinger to celebrate senior night with style.
With Silva. As Monomoy, misplayed, and it will be Nantucket the other way. They've got numbers. Oh, great pass to Hickman. Shot, score! Fantastic pass. Short-handed goal. Evan Bellinger.
After a few late-season struggles and a regular season record of 10-2-1, the Whalers earned a #1 seed in the league tournament, which meant playing on home ice, where we will resume after a quick hello from some of our friends. We'd like to welcome you back to NCTV's Winter Sports Wrap. And the Whalers faced St. John Paul II for their first tournament game, and the Lions skated tough for the first two periods as the Whalers held a tentative 2-0 lead heading into the final period as senior defenseman Alex Freeman and Hudson Perry potted goals.
Shot in front, sticked away easily by Larry. Gammons keeps it alive behind the net. Back to Gammons. Pass in front, shot, score! Freeman hammers it. Under a minute to play. Oh, nice hit. Cole Evans taken off of his skates and kept in the zone nicely. And it's a shot in front, rebound, score!
The final was 3-1 as Perry left a pass for Jack Billings for the wrister and the Whalers' final goal.
And it's the Lions the other way, skating 2-on-4. Freeman, ridden off the puck nicely. Puck in front, but it is Hudson Perry streaking out. He's got 3-on-2 now. Billings, wrister, shot and a score!
But it was the exceptional goaltending by senior co-captain James Calkins that was the difference. Coach Corbett describes Calkins as the hardest working hockey player he has ever been around. Tall praise from another hockey lifer. For the Whalers, it was on to the league tournament finals against Dennis Yarmouth with a chance to bring home a championship. The final game of the Whalers' winter sports season was a special one, as it was for a championship, a rarity indeed, and one that has seen the achievement of 9 senior skaters culminate on the ice one last time. For Marsh Hickman, Gavin Pekarchik, Jack Gammons, Will Halleck, Sam O'Keefe, Jack Wilson, and goalies Bowden Corbett and James Calkins, one final game as brothers in battle. The foe, Dennis Yarmouth, whom they had beaten twice in the regular season, both shutout wins. But that's why they play the game. The Whalers struck first as Hudson Perry wristed one from just inside the blue line that fooled Dennis Yarmouth goalie Mason Sheehan.
Play to the blue line. Cavatorta. Not intercepted. Hudson Perry back the other way for Nantucket. Slaps and scores! A wrister from the D.
But the Dolphins tied it up late in the period on a power play goal, and after a scoreless second period, the thoughts of what if started creeping into the minds of everyone in attendance. What if Dennis Yarmouth gets a power play? What if a player loses his balance and it leads to a breakaway? It only takes a momentary lapse for an errant goal to ruin what has been a lifetime dream in the making. And in a game that had 17 seniors between the two teams, it was a junior, Hudson Perry, that earned jacket honors in this final game. His second goal, a rebounder that beats Sheehan, giving the Whalers that breath of relief.
Good. Rebound! Cole Evans save! Still loose. Perry nuts it! There it is! Nantucket goal!
And finally, with 35 seconds left, an empty netter sealed the deal for Nantucket.
Freeman plays it off, but kept in the zone by DY. To the point, skated over. Here's a chance. This could seal it. Billings, both skaters go down. It's Tedeschi over to Billings. He puts it in the net. And that will do it, folks. An empty net goal.
And the dream season was a reality. Cape and Islands Lighthouse League champions.
It's time to raise a banner, kids. The Cape and Islands Lighthouse title has come to Nantucket. Congratulations.
A truly fitting end to a historic sports season for the Whalers. Thanks once again have to go out to the Nantucket Athletic Department, the crew at NCTV, Nantucket coaching staffs, families, and the incredible Whaler student athletes that made the 2020-2021 winter sports season a season to remember. I'm Chris Morris for NCTV, and that's a wrap.